Ooh.
Harry T, the greats, P Money.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty good, man. How about yourself?
All good. Just back testing right now.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Yeah, man.
Shoot.
Market trash.
Yeah, that's why I have not done anything with the market since I don't know. After we came back from the holidays, I did not touch a single thing.
Yeah. So also, do you agree that I think I want to say something. Do you if I'm back testing on TradingView, sometimes the daily is like I wouldn't say lag. It like pulls forward a little bit, right?
What do you mean?
As in, like, if I look at a daily time frame, it really won't give me current price action. It'll give me like a full day's candle.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's because it doesn't show you every tick movement.
Exactly.
It shows you just the open and close, which is not it's not really a good example of what price movements are.
Exactly. Okay. Okay. Because I'm
So,
sending you stuff, but I'm like, hold on, this messed me up. I wouldn't have. I had to change something around because I'm like, I wouldn't have sold right here or bought something like that because but the daily threw me off because it was too. It showed the full candle and not, so it threw me off kind of.
yeah, that's why I stopped doing back testing in TradingView because it's not a real accurate representation of what's going on in the market. So
Yeah, I understand it.
you gotta really have both. So
The other website calls, right?
yeah, it does, but it's worth it in the end because you actually get the kind of training that you need when it comes to what you should be doing with your back testing.
Yeah, I finally got the E8. I got the E8, but I didn't get yours. I got the one that worked for me was was what is that one? I think it's the one that Nate and Rob uses.
Use the other one?
I like that one better.
Oh, why you like it better?
I
Just
don't
curious.
because I first I like how I can move the screen. Remember I hit you. I'm like, oh, the screen don't move. So just that little simple thing, and then like as soon as I lost my first trade on on the other one on the InvestSoft because I don't know why it was just weird, but the one that the one that Robin uses, I feel like it's just so easy for me. Like it's way easier for me. So
Mm,
yeah, I use that one.
I got you. Well, just curious because I'm working on with them on some updates as well too for it. So
Yeah, well, so the trade assistant, I liked how I can move it, and I know the other one you can move the cursor too. It just I don't know. It was just more friendly for me. As I know it's probably the same as I start out, and I mean as I get more familiar with the software, but as like a newcomer, this one was just like easy for me without me like breaking my brain and doing anything. I don't know, just for me.
okay, I hate the other one. I
Yeah,
think
I'm
it's
pretty sure everybody's different.
yeah, everybody's different though.
So that's pretty cool.
But yeah, no, they have some other stuff that's some other better features that are not even on the other one that you're using, like spread that's coming. Both of them have hotkeys, but it takes care of spread. It can divide your orders. It can even have a max lot size. It'll help you with slippage and other things that'll make you more money. And it'll be better for copy trading as well too. The other one, I hate the interface. I hate how it looks. I hate how it moves around. I hate everything about it. But
I know you because you're very technical with your stuff, so I know.
well, when you man certain size capital, you gotta have some things, and none of these tools do it.
For real.
So there's certain things that you need that most tools don't have. So especially when you have to limit things like lot size with certain prop firms, they have certain lot sizes that you can use.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah. See that. Man, your boy went down, man.
Which one?
Your boy, man, your boy who you was copy trading for, Sam.
Wait, was that what?
FTX.
Oh yeah, nah. They finally took my boy down. I was waiting for that. I was like, why are they letting this man live a free life? Like, as if they're not gonna take him into jail, man. Like, I was like, come on, man. Like, one of these days they have all the evidence they want to use to throw him under the bus. Like, why are they not doing it?
He really was just he really just was like saying he really was walking around like it was nothing. Like, okay, he really just denied everything. Like, he shrugged it off like people didn't lose millions of dollars. Like, he's crazy, bro. That's a real shoulder shrug right there.
Yeah, no. He really was walking around like everything was okay, bro. And that's the part that baffled me, because everybody kept telling him to stop talking because they knew he was just going to get himself thrown in jail. Like, they were trying to warn him and tell him beforehand, and next thing you know, they have it. But the thing, let's talk about how he messed up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Banks do what he does, right?
Mm-hmm.
Banks will take your money and they'll make it into different investments. That part is not surprising. It's the way he didn't really have very much control. He didn't have very much controls over stuff like that. So whenever he was just throwing money at different stuff, and it was just, I guess, the way there was just no disregard. So he ended up doing things, mixing funds and all kinds of stuff. And then the track record of the internal controls and risk management wasn't there. It's just like he just kind of was like taking this money and freely doing with it what he wants. And he was getting so much money.
I don't know why people trusted him.
People trust the exchange because they had all the reasons why, right? It was crypto. People were just putting their money in crypto exchanges left and right. And crypto was the hot thing. People were trying to take advantage of it. He had a lot of good marketing. People don't think about their money. People put their money in the bank. They don't even think about it. If we all decided tomorrow to go run to the bank and take out all the money, the banks and system would collapse, and our entire country would be forever in debt to every other country, and we'd never come back because we don't have that much money on hand. Our money is not all money is just a promise to pay. It doesn't mean it's a promise to pay on the backs of anybody.
That's wild. Man.
So, but he just got caught. Now, Binance could get caught red-handed with the same thing. You have to keep a certain level of deposits, since the federal government covers only 10% of your deposits, up to $100,000 in any bank account. Crypto, there is no federal protection, so they better be doing something to keep 100% of your deposits.
And that's crazy because he didn't want to out it Sam, and he ain't got clean. He dirty too.
But I mean, I think he tried to pay off enough politics, and that didn't help out for him.
All the money ain't even worth the headache. Man, have you looked at any of the pairs though? Have you just been glancing at them?
No, I'm not gonna look at them until next year. I don't care what happens. I really don't. I'm not watching the chart. Like, I don't know what's going on. I couldn't tell you anything.
Okay. Yeah, it's like Nas. We had the CPI today. It just went up and then it just came all the way back down. Now it's in the range. Very big range. So you think markets will get good like in January or January 1st or?
No, it happens the same thing every year. The markets are trash because the banks aren't in it. So if you're trying to take trades in this, it's not going to be very promising, right? So during this time, you go do other stuff. I do this every year. Sometimes I stop trading at the beginning of December. Sometimes I stop trading a couple weeks into December. Sometimes it's the first week. You never know. You just kind of have to read the market and then see it. And then after that, what ends up happening is that's when you stop and then you wait. And you wait for the banks to get in. The banks aren't in the market. That's why the market ain't moving. The only thing that's moving the market right now is occasionally any kind of news that comes up, like the interest rate hikes or what's it called? Or the market open for the indices. So that's the only two things that are happening right now. Outside of that, I don't think the market's been moving. Or I haven't even seen nothing that the market was moving. So
Yeah, I see a lot of people trading news.
yeah. So I mean, at this point, I think you even see from Solomon's trades that he's had. The last couple of trades, he hasn't, all they've done is just go and break even. Like there's no reason to be in the market right now.
So what do you think about like setting
Augustine in the house.
Oh, I could finally tune in with y'all.
I'm happy to see you, my friend.
Yeah, I'm just listening, man. I've been trying to join the past couple of weeks, but I keep getting called into work and I need the money. So you know,
Hey.
it's hard to tune in sometimes.
Money comes first.
True.
So you ain't gonna ever see a complaint.
For sure. I mean, you guys have helped me out so far with all my stuff. I don't even got any questions for this Zoom call this time. I had a couple questions previous one just about like how you pull your supply and demand, but like now I'm just kind of starting to pick up things on my own and just ask questions whenever.
Well, yeah, feel free to ask, brother. Always feel free to ask this. This is more of a lounge and hangout, I guess, because the market really ain't been doing much. So it's just me and P Money shooting the breeze.
Yeah, because when the market is on, Brian is showing crazy charts, showing all type of stuff. But I mean, questions, anything you need. I mean, feel free to ask.
Right. Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, now during this time, during the same time every year, I wait to see when the market starts to slow down. And when it starts to slow down, after that, I stop trading. And then I wait for it to speed up because all the bankers, they're on vacation. That's why like Solomon's trades have been hitting break even. I didn't even take a look at the market. I actually got me wanting to look now and see what happened. Wait, this ain't right. Oh, this goes a little okay. Yeah. I mean, you can even tell the difference in the trades. It looks like the market doesn't even look the same. I'll show y'all real quick.
It really doesn't. I was up for the London session. I was just watching EU and it was so weird. Like it wasn't even moving properly.
So what's the difference between the left and the right?
Left has much more momentum.
Exactly. Look at the size of the candles. Look at the direction, the continuation of the candles. Now look at the right. Do you really want to trade in that? No. You know.
I guess that would mess with your psychology. As like price just, gets close to your entry, it's like choppy and going back and forth like that.
Yeah. And then NASDAQ hasn't really got broken out of the range that it was in anyways.
It tried to. It went all the way back down.
So you have this as comparison to having this. Which one would you want to trade in?
Oh, left. Oh, definitely the left.
Yeah.
Wow, it's probably the same amount of time too, huh?
Probably so. Let me check. Date and time reference. This is 64 days, so that's 2 months. This ain't. So this is going to be 26 months. So 26 days. So I'm gonna do 26 days. It would go from here to here.
Yeah, but there's a clear direction too with the left side.
Exactly. So we can get out the market.
Right. Yes.
And it happens the same every year. Like it's gonna happen every year, right? So this was December and January of last year. This is this last year.
Oh, the
Look
same.
familiar?
Yeah. See, I never did that one. That's the same.
Oh, I remember. I remember when NASDAQ was that high of price.
And then this is 2020. Look familiar?
Yeah. Yeah. Wow.
Now, Perry, what happened after that?
The big dips.
This was February 2021. So here comes January. Usually around the second, third week in January, you can kind of start looking towards the market. The first week in January, absolutely not. Don't try it. Second week in January, maybe. You have to tread with caution. Third week in January, probably where you're going to start. So just FYI.
Does full volume usually like come back by like the third week January, or like like close to February, sort of?
Closer to February.
Oh, I see.
Because we got to understand how banks work, right? So the way that these bankers work is that they have targets at the beginning of the year that they're set, that they have goals to reach all year long. So when let's say, for instance, your goal is to be 10% up on your portfolio and you're up 11% on November 30th, are you going to keep on trading?
No.
Because you want to get your bonus, which, by the way, if you read the news, their bonuses have gotten reduced by 33% this year. Sucks to be them.
Oh,
So now they're really more conscious about their money, which is why the market's moving like it is. This is why it's been doing that since the end of November. If they have any gains, they're trying to lock in the gains right now. Does that make sense?
yeah.
So they end up, this month is where they take vacation, they get their time. That's why the market ain't moving, because the banks, the big banks, they're not in there. So what ends up happening is that they end up taking the time off. They come back the new year, they get their new requirements and assignments, and then from there, that's when they start really trying to make the money. Make sense?
Oh, that's actually an interesting. That's super interesting.
Yeah.
I know that like banks were always like a part of activity for the trades and stuff, but I didn't really know that. That's really good to know.
Yeah. So
So,
you have to.
so they have
it's just-
objectives basically. Oh, sorry.
Oh yeah, it's the bank's market, so we have to know how the banks operate, and they have portfolios that they're supposed to raise certain prices of money when it comes to stocks, futures, bond markets, foreign exchange. Is the same. It's all the same. So knowing how they operate, they have bonuses and targets they want to hit. For stocks and most of them, they're trying to hit a 10% yearly gain, right? Now, I don't know what the exactly internal goals are for Forex, but it's all financial departments work the same. I have friends that work in this, so they've explained, how their bonus structure works, whether it be wealth management, whether it be private banking, whether it be investment banking, it's all the same. So their goal is they're taking off now because they've hit their goals for the year.
Wow.
So
Hey, Brian, what is the difference between the buy order? I mean, a buy limit and a buy stop, and vice versa with the sell.
yeah. So say for instance, price is right there, right? And say for instance, when price goes up to here, that's where you want to enter your trade in.
Wait, I'm sorry. Price is where it is right now.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
And say when it gets up to here, that's where you want to enter your trade.
Yes.
This would be an example of a buy stop. When price goes up, it tags you in. So the moment that price goes over this, you get tagged in the order.
Mm-hmm.
Make sense?
Yes.
Think of it as like supportive resistance. Like some people will trade, like put buy stops on before the breakout, and then that's when they're tagged in.
Correct.
A small example. And then same with sell stops too. Like if they think resistance or support will break, then they'll set a sell stop, and if it runs, it runs.
Mm-hmm.
So buy stuff. Okay. So because how about today? Like, do you advocate like setting a buy stop for news? Like today, like I kind of knew where it was going, and I know I could have set a buy stop. It would have tagged me and I would have made money. But do you think that's good to do that?
Yeah, if you want to blow your account.
Exactly. Because I seen somebody that used to be in the group. He did that for Nas and US 30 for a buy stop.
If you like gambling and putting money on fire, you can give it to me and I can light it on fire for you real quick. But let me tell you why I make that comment. Because you don't know what news is going to do. So I don't know if you were on this office hours call about a month ago. Marco had a friend, Infojet in the chat. He had a friend who had put some type of sell limit on, for instance, some news event like this, right? And what ended up happening was that price ended up going past his stop, right? His stop was right here, right? He got closed out right here. He was only risking 0.5% on his prop firm account. He ended up losing 6% on a single order, and he put 2 limits on it. So he lost 12% overall when he should have only lost 1.
Oh wow! You only explained the buy stop. So what is a buy limit?
He did a sell limit.
Well, what is a sell limit?
So a sell limit is when your price is under. So the stop is when you're above. Wrong one. Buy stop is when your price is below it and you want to buy. Buy limit is when price is underneath it and you want to buy.
Okay.
Stop is always above price. Limit is always below price. So for a buy stop to work, price has to go up.
Yeah.
For a buy limit to work, price has to go down. Vice versa on the sales. Make sense?
Yeah, makes sense. So that guy said a sell limit, price had to go up, and it went through it.
So he lost 12%, and that's because like news was so fast that it couldn't even close him out at the accurate stop loss price he wanted.
No, that's why we don't tell you to trade news, because the prices that you get quoted, they have so many orders coming in, their servers can't update the prices in real time. And just because you see a price doesn't mean that's the price you're always going to get filled at. So what happens is you place in, say, for instance, you want to enter and you place in your order in right here, right? What ends up happening every time? Well, you get actually filled in somewhere like right here, right?
Right. I see.
You know why? Because that's slippage. Now, when you have orders coming with news, the slippage is worse because you have way more orders than normal. It actually doesn't make sense for you to take trades in it. That's why we never tell y'all to trade news. Like, unless you want to light money on fire, which I can do that for you. So
absolutely.
Like it just makes no sense to do this. Now, there are people who make a living off of this. They win big and they lose big. They're okay with the loss of losing everything because you're really taking that kind of gamble. I try not to put in any trades before news unless I have 90% confidence I'm going to do it. And even so, I probably moved almost all my money out the account just as a safeguard because you don't know what kind of slippage you're going to get hit.
Right.
Like if I'm entering a trade for news, I want to take this buy from right here. I want to be far away from the news. So that
before it starts, so that you don't get slippage issues.
Correct. You want to be way far away. 5 minutes before news, it's dangerous. It's super dangerous. You've seen me do it at times. I tell you not to do it. I do it some days because I'm just having fun on a whim. Right. And I guarantee you, I moved all my money out of my account so that the only thing I could lose was what I was risking.
Right. I see.
Yeah, because I seen you take it was a Nas trade, but you took it before news, but it was way before news and price was already probably like 50 pips in profit, and then you didn't close it, and then price just ended up shooting up like 200 more pips.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a lot nicer. Well, like I'm not really a news person myself. I just like watching it go crazy, but like with the zero spreads during just regular hours, it's so much nicer to get in during those times and getting at the asking price.
Who are you with zero spreads? Who are you with?
Brian got me on Pepperstone, but before I was on like just meta quotes and like only demos, like just meta quotes and 8 cap for a bit. And I mean they have zero spread for Euro USD. I don't know about like the other pairs. I just usually look at the British pound or Euro US dollar. It's usually zero spread on regular working hours.
Where are you at?
I'm in Canada.
And you're able to use Pepperstone?
Yeah, no issues. For demo, I don't know about live account.
Oh, probably not.
Demo, they're fine with. Yeah, I've never opened up a live account ever. Actually, I've never really put money into a Forex account yet.
Are you going to do funding challenges or?
Yeah, I plan to next year. I'm saving up money for that right now.
Man, I blew so many challenges. And I'm like, I don't even. And then Brian was like, you shouldn't even be trading. I just stopped, and then ever since I stopped, I've been just trying to hone in my strategy and just get better. So I haven't even.
Yeah, Brian got me on the right foot. I'm just glad that I haven't because I can't afford to lose money right now. I just, when I'm ready to go for funded, then I will. And I know I'm not there yet, but everything's starting to click nicely.
What pairs are you trading?
Just Euro USD, AU, and GBP USD. Those are the only ones I trade. I try to look at futures, but I like the way these pairs run, so I just trade those ones only.
Yeah, I just trade GU and NAS.
GU and NAS, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like NAS is pretty nice. You think because it's a lot faster than the Forex pairs.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
You said you blew a lot of challenges, like which account size challenges?
I blew I only did 200K challenges, so I blew I blew so many 200K challenges. It's not even.
Oh, I'm pretty sure that's a lot of money. Holy smokes!
Yeah, I mean, I've been in business, so
right.
I come from real estate, so I have. Yeah, but
you're just baller like that. You can just
well,
buy
it's
any.
it's not even balling. I mean, it's kind of stupid because it's better. I mean, money means nothing when you're in Forex. I mean, it's all about the skill because you can have $0. Let's say you have $0 in your bank account, you learn the skill, you be a millionaire in 3 months. So it doesn't really matter. Money is you have money. Who cares if you have money? You got this Forex skill. You got this Forex skill. That's where it's at.
Yeah, you can basically have $0 and get funded and then get a nice payout.
And then go from there.
Right. That does make sense.
Yeah, money is nothing, man. The skills, everything.
Yeah, I'm hoping I can pass my first challenge for the first time. I know I can do it. I just I know what it's like for the psychology part and being the markets live, because my friend actually blew his account when he first started, and he was sending me screenshots, and I also kind of felt the same emotions he was feeling, and it was I feel like it's all more than that, I guess, when it comes to you want to enter a trade and then wanting to hold through it or knowing when to put your stop.
I'm very happy I failed mine because I passed the first phase. I passed the first phase on a lot of them. I passed the first phase on 400. And just the second phase always gets me because I have anxiety, and it was basically overall it comes down to I really didn't have a strategy. I really didn't have a strategy to a go-to that's gonna work and I'm gonna abide by every time. So I had FOMO and anxiety. So it's it all came down to I really didn't have a strategy that I went to every single time. But now, I feel like I can even take it now, but I'm still gonna wait. Because now I have this strategy, the supply and demand strategy, and I know what I'm gonna do. I know my risk management for the day. My risk management was trash. But I think that comes from you not having a strategy and everything. So now I feel like I'm honing in on my one strategy and risk management. So I know I can pretty much did it because I passed first phases a lot of times, but in the second phase, I just get impatient and I just don't have no more confidence. It's just crazy. But if you have a strategy and you'll be good.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
You passed the first phase. That's well, the next time you come back, you'll probably be a lot easier for you since you got risk management and everything set in place.
Yeah, it really came down to not really having a strategy, not focus. So that's what
right. And then were you with FTMO? Is that the one
you went for? FTMO, I did my Forex funds. When I go back, I'll do my Forex funds, or true Forex funds, but they've been on some. Brian, what you think about the TFF?
That one screenshot I honestly doesn't even faze me that much. That guy was doing like
Mhm.
I read through the entire thing. He was doing some like
Mhm.
I've never like heard of a strategy like that before, but they do look like they seem like a good prop from otherwise from like the FTMO and
Yeah, and I know, like Brian, you guys said that the TFF was the best spreads, right?
Yeah, because they use a raw spread broker.
See, that'd be dope. But I just, their payouts are not even that big though. So it's like, man, are they gonna pay me out?
Man, that guy had a questionable strategy. I've seen personally on my own broker the swap fees change. So what he's crying about, it didn't make any sense. Like he obviously had a sketchy strategy, was doing some sketchy stuff, and just wanted people to clamor so that he could be able to make some money. And I was just like, no, I just sent it because we were in the spirit of sending.
But they should have paid him though.
Mhm.
If it's $3,000. You guys pay this guy so you don't have it.
Not if he didn't, not if there weren't the swaps. If the swap fees weren't there, then that wasn't it. It wasn't like they were changing it. It just
So you saying he didn't even make the 3K?
No, he was just doing it. He was literally holding a trade overnight and then hoping he would make profit by using swap fees. Do you know what swap fees are?
I try to, but I really don't know what it is 100%. You can explain.
They charge you commission, right, for holding a trade? Is that what it is?
Yes, they charge you commission rates for holding a trade overnight. There's what's called positive swap, the positive swap and negative swap. What he was hoping for was positive swap every day, and he was getting positive swap, but sometimes the calculation is wrong, and so they have to go back and adjust it. That's exactly what ended up happening to him.
Oh,
so you're telling me swap fees is when you hold a position overnight, and what happens?
Mm-hmm.
When you hold a position overnight, what happens? What do they do?
Sometimes you lose money, sometimes you make money. It depends on how you do the swap. Those things, the positive and negative swaps are usually put in, depends on what direction you're going. So if you're doing a swing trading, swap fees is something you have to consider because it eats at your trades a lot of times. So
that's like a really stupid way to trade, honestly. I would never want to even like think about swap fees when trading. I don't know what he's thinking, but like I did watch some of their like YouTube videos and they do pretty big payouts.
Yeah,
I don't know if it's like real, but I mean, it seems legit. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Nate trades with them. He hasn't been on lately, so I want to ask him.
Yeah, I probably will. I know Rob's with them too. I could probably ask him and see what he thinks or if he's had any big payouts.
You're not gonna get your challenge passed
with well, I haven't really looked into those prop firms yet. I'm not like I'd have to research.
Challenges for you, man. You're not gonna do it.
But I mean, like I was considering it, but I feel like I'd feel so much better just being able to do my own.
Yeah,
you know how I'm feeling, and like I also like. I'm also just I maybe in the future, but I also just like have a lot of time. Like I have plenty of time to make a decision.
I mean, I could have done that many times, but if you don't know how to trade yourself, I mean, you're gonna lose the account. You're gonna lose the account. That's why I'm happy. I never even passed my challenge, and I blew those accounts because before I even got funded, because now I know like how to really manage an account. And if I can't get it myself, I don't want it. I don't want nobody. It's not worth it for me.
Right.
Getting funded, people can pass, but it doesn't mean that you're going to continue it. And the thing you have to do is you have to follow a same discipline plan. Whether you trade today, tomorrow, next month, next week, a year from now, it should be a consistent process that you follow. Like P Money said, he didn't have a plan. So he found success to get past the phase, but it's never continued. And that's why he ended up losing it. Yeah, exactly. So he'll continue it now that he has a plan and has a structure to what he's doing. And so that's the thing that you have to keep in mind. Like, it's not hard to keep a funded account when you have a plan. But if you're doing things outside your plan, you let FOMO and stuff against this, then that's the reason why you end up making mistakes.
Right. I see. And I guess that's like that adds to the psychological part of having a funded account
Mhm.
and like breaking your rules and not staying within them.
Mhm.
Sure.
Yeah.
So would you guys recommend that I go passing with Rob then?
You should pass it. You can do whatever you want. But I couldn't recommend nothing. I'm just saying for myself, as for me, why would I if I can't pass my challenge myself, if somebody passes it for me, then I'm not worthy of that and I'm gonna lose my account soon.
Right. Well, since I guess you're saying like now that you have the skill set and like you have a plan and everything, it wouldn't matter because you'd be able to execute that unfunded.
So
That's what you're saying.
okay, I have this question for you. Why would you pay somebody to pass a challenge for you? Because you don't have the skill?
No, you need to have the skill.
Okay, so why would you pay someone to pass a challenge for you?
Yeah, that's what I'd usually ask myself too. That's why I didn't really consider DMing him.
People are doing it. Everybody's different. Somebody might get it and get funded, but I'm in for the longevity. So I just can't tell you what to do. But I'm in for the longevity. I'm learning the skill.
Right.
I tried to cheat the game many times before. Like you said, I'm coming in with money. So just because I think I have money, I'm trying to buy a challenge and think I'm gonna cheat the game. You can't cheat the game. The fork is going, like Brian said, give him the money if you want him to burn it. You can't cheat the game.
Right.
In the long run, it's gonna hit you. So
you can pay Rob to have him pass the account, but it would not be wise for you to. It would not be wise for you to start trading on it unless you have a valid strategy.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. Right. So, okay. Yeah. I just need the skill set and like a set plan and like I feel like even with the set plan, I still like need to learn about FOMO and all the other stuff so I don't break my rules. But
you sound like you're gonna fail the challenge already. Man, do it yourself.
I'm pretty confident. Like I'm starting to get a lot more confident because like I still have plenty of time and yeah, if I fail, it's whatever. But I'm sure that I could also pass to myself too. That's why like I haven't considered asking Rob just yet. I also do like True Forex funds. I haven't really looked into like the prop firms he's advertising.
Yeah, teach his own. I know they're passing the 500K challenge. It looked beautiful. I hit Rob up. I said, man, Rob is looking real nice, man. I told him, but man, I'm gonna just do it. I'm gonna just do it myself. He said, yeah, you'll get it. But everybody's different. So I'm just telling you my perspective. And I feel
Right.
like it'd be a slap in my coach face, man, my coach Brian face if I just do that, man. He's teaching me, so
Right.
I'll do it myself.
Yeah, definitely. Wait, what do you guys think about first class Forex funds?
I have no thoughts about them really. I mean, I haven't seen enough yet to really make even some type of opinion. It seems okay.
Yeah, I'm just looking on their website right now. I mean, it's like they have the same rules as like most other prop firms, and they use ACAP as well. And yeah, I don't know.
ACAP is good, huh?
ACAP with demo, they're good. I've never used live account, and it's like $7 per lot size.
Oh, I think that's what Nate said. True Forex fund was something like that.
Oh, okay. I thought that was expensive. I didn't even know that like it's like a standard price. It's just like if you're like, let's just say if you're trading like I don't know like a 200K account and you're trading a certain amount of lots for like how much ever you're risking, it'll be quite a bit of drawdown you'll be in before you're in profit because the lot size does add up. I don't know. Let's just say you're trading 10 lots. It's like $7 that you're paying in commissions.
Hey Brian, do you set limit orders and buy orders?
No, I only do market execution.
Okay.
When did you get funded with FTMO?
last year.
Oh, nice. Like a big account size,
No,
or is that
100K.
personal? 100K. Oh, nice. And
Mhm.
I'm guessing you're with like a scale and plan with them since you've been with them for a year, so they increase your balance.
I haven't really been. I don't trade it like very actively, so I have really low goals. Some month
All
I may
right.
hit 2 or 4%. Some month I hit 10, 15%. Some month, I do something less. But the goal is really some month I have a break even month. So
Right. So, I mean, even 4% is really good on a 100K account or like a 10, 15. But like, I'm guessing it's just like one of your accounts that you don't actively trade as much as your main.
no,
I
no,
see.
nope, 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 nope. It's not an active thing for me. It's just one of those things that it's connected to my copy trade. I trade. I have certain limits. Make sure I hit my limits, and then from there, I don't trade it anymore for the rest of the month.
Well, that's smart. You just got money coming in. It's like a side, like a small little side hustle thingy.
Yeah, that's how I treat it. My main focus is my cash trading account, my personal trading account with the broker. I don't think about too much about the prop firms. They're good to have. Probably be good to be able to kind of guide, go out and get more and do more copy trading. But it's not a focus for me, because the focus for me is just making sure that I'm consistent in trading.
Right. Right.
So
Definitely.
that's what I'm here for. Inconsistent.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I'm here with that same goal as well. And like for in my situation, like, I'm trying to get funded and everything like that. Like, would you suggest like a later on building like a live account?
You should always be trading from a live account.
Oh, is it? I'm guessing it's because it's not. Well, what's the reason like you'd want to prefer a live account over a funding account?
Because that's the one you control. You don't control a prop firm account. Don't control the slippage. You don't control their price fixing. You don't control what broker that they choose. If they put you at an A book, a B book, like you should always be trading from a live account. Your main focus should not be a prop firm account. Like I see this to be the goal. Everybody wants to get funded, but nobody wants to be consistent. So a lot of people will get a prop firm account, then they lose their whole identity when they lose the account. But flash forward, you're going to take losses. Like there's nothing about trading that doesn't suggest you're going to take losses. But the thing is, you have to learn how to have consistency. And so getting a prop firm can be a great catalyst to helping you as a trader. But ultimately, your main end goal should be trading for yourself, where you have more control on what you can do, where you're not limited by, how much you have to risk within a day. Their guidelines help, but at the same time,
with your own live, I guess you got a little more breathing room and space, and you're accountable for all your trades, every single one of them.
Mm-hmm.
See, but what's like a good size to start off for a live account? Like, let's just say like I'm getting some payouts from my funding account, and I can now like start taking some of that money out and putting into a live account. What's like a good starting point for live? Like, does it have to be a large number or like just like a mid 5 figures number?
I mean, it doesn't matter what you start with in a live account. What matters was what you start off with and understanding your consistency. There's some people that could take $1,000 turn to 100K. There's some people who need 100,000 and can only manage maybe a 10%. There's some people that need to start with $1,000 and just try to find 10%. It all depends on what journey of your trading stage are you in. How disciplined and consistent are you following your plan? That's the first question you have to ask yourself. So if you're just now starting out and you just now figuring out your plan, start with $100 and test out your emotions, and then slowly increment and grow from there until the point where you don't trade with emotion. You're just trading your plan.
Right. So consistency, the most important thing in being able to follow my plan. And then I guess no other really, account balance will matter, because if I can execute that continuously, then I won't have to worry about blowing my account.
Mm-hmm.
You're saying, okay, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Sure. I guess it also applies to prop firms too. Like if you can manage $100 and hit a certain percentage, then it'd be the same idea with like a prop firm. Just like obviously different in money, but same percentages wise. For
I mean,
sure.
your goal is to hit percentages.
Yeah.
So the 10% growth on $1,000 is only $100. People don't get excited about it. A 10% growth on 100K is $10,000. That's what people get excited. What's the difference between the two? The only thing was the amount of money that was there. So,
But the percentages stayed the same.
But the percentages stayed the same. So your goal is, as a trader, thinking percentages, don't think in dollars. Because if you get $650, you can go get you a 100K funding account at a couple of different prop firms. If you add those together, that's 400K at 4 different prop firms. If you're copy trading it and you hit the same 10%, you now made 32,000 after profit share. And then it just continues to go. So my goal as a trader is always, I think, in profits. If I'm trading on a $100 account and I get a 10% of return, I'm happy, because I know what that means when I get a $1,000 account.
Right.
I know what happens when I get a $10,000 account. I know what happens when I get 100,000. I know what happens when I have $1 million. Like, none of this, like, no matter how much money you trade, your process should not change. Like, that's why the whole thing that we say is focus on the process, not the profits. You don't control the profits. You control the process, though. And the thing about trading that I love is that I don't have to spend no extra time to make extra money. If I came to trading and I had 2 successful 3R trades a day, every day for 2 months, every time I trade, and let's say it only takes me 2 hours to do that, I would spend the same 2 hours every day, but you're making incrementally more every single time, that you don't have to work extra to make money. Now, normally in most jobs, you got to work overtime, et cetera. You got to take a higher paying job. With trading, money compounds, and it compounds fast.
Right. Definitely. It's like a percentages game, basically.
Exactly.
Even like for myself, like as like a student, like I know that like 10% is the standard, but like, I guessing like with next year coming up, because I know from just previously trading like my demos and like getting things figured out, like sometimes it'll only go 2% or 3%, or sometimes it'll go 10%. I guess it all adds up, excluding the loss or including the losses. Obviously, it's a little different, but I think that does make sense in a way where, like, as long as you're continuously hitting those percentages and adding them up, then you'll be profitable long term.
Yeah, all you have to do is be consistent in following the process, bro. It's that's the key of trading. It's just consistency. I don't care if you did even 1 to 2 risk reward trades, but you can consistently hit a 1 to 2. That's great. Don't sit there and get shunned by the internet says, oh, you didn't do 1 to 5, 1 to 10, etc. Because just what people are showing you is one highlight trade. They're not showing you how many losses they took to get there. But if you consistently hit 1 to 2s, your money's going to grow. Have y'all ever seen a compounding calculator?
Yeah. Oh, like over the years, how it like doubles, like triples, quadruples in percentage.
Yeah.
Yeah, compounding is crazy.
So I'm trying to find mine. Hold on a second.
I haven't seen it. I just heard that analogy with the penny, the double penny, doubling a penny a day every day.
Yeah, that's one way of seeing it. But I'm gonna show you something that's gonna probably blow your little minds. I gotta figure out where is my. Sorry guys, I'm trying to find my window with my browser. Where's my web browser? Oh, it's right here. Oh yeah, this is it.
You don't got your web browser on your taskbar?
Oh no, I'm on a Mac, so I got a bunch of different screens open.
Oh, okay. I see. Yeah, I think for my first prop firm, I might either go with the 50K or 100,000. I think that's reasonable.
Oh, here we go. Here. This example I always try to show people. All right, can y'all see that? That's a little small.
Yeah.
All right, cool. This is a 100K account, right? So I'm just going to show you a couple different examples of stuff. 100K account on a win, you make 5R. You're risking 0.25% per trade, right? So this is across a 40 trades. You're taking 2 trades a day. Your win rate is only 27%. Your loss rate is 40%, and your break even rate is 32%. You would make a 10% growth across 2 months, right?
Mhm.
Now, people say this is consistency. I challenge that. I don't think it is. So now we're going to change this around just a little bit. And instead of losing 40% of the time, we're going to focus this, and you're only going to win 3R at the same time. You're not going to, your win rate's going to be in the 60%. Your loss rate will be reduced as well. We're going to stay around 30% loss, 50% win rate. And then your break-even rate be 20%. Now we're going to do 60%. So 2 of these. No, I need 1 more. What's your loss rate? We'll stay there. I'm gonna get. Now this is fine. All right, cool. So you did 3R on a trade. You're still risking 0.25%. You still took the same 20 trades, but you only did 3R. Look at how much more it grew.
Better win rate. This is 1 month or 2 months?
Same 2 months.
2 months.
Even with the less win rate, it was still pretty decent. Obviously, the 5% is a big difference, but 10% still pretty good.
Now, because you know that you have a win rate like this, let's say that you increased your risk to 0.5% because you have confidence in your consistency.
Oh, wow.
So 55% win rate. Man, I got that. I got more. I believe that.
It's not about the win rate, it's about the loss rate. The loss rate's only 25%. That's where you have the confidence.
Oh. Okay.
Whereas before,
So-
your loss rate was 40%. But you see the difference that just made.
Yeah, absolutely. So you're saying, like, if you're consistent with your plan and you're confident with your skill set and you know that like your loss rate can be pretty low, then you can increase the risk a little more to like 0.5%. And then like if you're hitting 3Rs, make a little more out of that.
Right. You're not having to shoot for high R. That's what I'm getting at.
Right.
1%.
Hmm?
Can you do 1%, please?
Sure.
Dang it.
Yeah, that's crazy.
This is the power of compounding gains. You don't have to hit a high R to compound your money, but you have to consistently avoid loss. That's the key.
Right.
So let me copy all this.
And so when you place a trade or before you place a trade, you have that risk managing tool, right?
Mm-hmm.
On average, like let's just say you're to risk 0.5% of $100,000 account. What would the lot size like usually come around to?
I don't even know because I don't even pay attention.
If you want to calculate your lot size, you go to my FX book.
My FX. Okay, here.
That gives you your lot size calculator. Because if you don't have a EA, which I didn't have, which I have now, it was a great recommendation, and I recommend that. But starting off, if you want to just trade from your phone or whatever, my FX book.
Okay, for sure.
And then you go to position size calculator.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see how it works.
Wow. So how are you calculating your lot size before?
I basically used I just searched up 0.5% of like, so I'm on a demo for $100,000, and then I'd go to a pip calculator, and then I just like right now, like this probably sounds terrible, but I only like do like it changes a lot, like either a 5 pip stop loss or a 10 pip stop loss, and I'll find the right lot size for that, and then I'll just trade that lot size.
No, that's not what you should be doing, because then one, the market determines your stop loss, not you deciding there's always going to be 5 pips or 10 pips.
Right.
Secondly, when you do that, you're not actually doing risk management.
Right.
Your money's not compounding either. So
see,
you're
I
always
see.
going to make the exact same. This is what happens when you compound your money because you're doing everything based upon percentages.
Right. So I'm not getting a consistent percentage each time I do that because like my entry could sometimes not be in that percentage range and my stop
Mhm.
loss wouldn't be even at the place I'd want it to.
Mhm.
Since you're starting on demo, and you might as well get all your losses out the way. Well, the crazy losses. You should get a EA. They have them inside the resources. Pick which one you like.
Yeah, Brian sent me one, but should I get one for like even demo trading as well?
Yeah, because if you start on your live account and you don't know how to work it, it's gonna mess you up. Because I just purchased one,
Yeah.
and for me, and I messed up a lot of times, working it. So you want to
I
know
see.
how it works.
You got to know everything that you're doing
Mhm.
before you go do it.
Right.
So
I
demos, this is the best time to mess up, to do everything, it's the best time. So I should suggest you get that EA, whichever one you like.
For sure.
It's the safest time that you could have to make any mistakes. But you're not
Okay.
going to start trying to use this tool before you know how it works. Like that would be the worst decision.
Right.
Yeah.
It would be a lot. It would be a pretty far setback. I guess.
Yeah, because I messed up a lot. I messed up a cool amount of times, and then like I finally got it together. So now like the EA it's the best thing ever for me. It's the best thing ever for me. So I'm getting all my ducks in order. So when I do my live account, I mean, my demo, my FTMO or whatever I go, I'm gonna be ready.
Right. Yeah. I still have the link in our private DM. I could buy it right now. I probably should. I think it'll help me in the long
And it's a
term.
one-time fee. The one he advocates is for a one-time fee.
Right. Do you have that same EA?
Yeah, I have the one. Wait, who'd you say? Who'd you get it from?
Brian sent me an EA that he uses. to
Yeah,
trade.
I've tried that one out, but I have a different one. But and
There's
it's
a couple of
everything is
people
in the
that use it.
resources folder where they tell you how to use it, so you can go which one you like.
Right. I guess they're all like similar, right? Like I don't have to worry about like if I buy this one and then like
No,
I see another one.
they're all similar. They're all similar, but it's just they give you like 3 of the coaches demo talk about it.
Right.
Yeah.
I see. Yeah, I'm gonna just go ahead and I'm just putting in my details. I'm gonna purchase it right now and then like just trade it non-volume sessions and see how it works. I guess
looking
I
at
would trade it with the session.
yeah.
Sorry.
I said I would trade it with the session. You're on the demo account. You need it. It's okay to fail. You
Oh
got
no, I'm saying that in a sense because like for my trade, like right now it's like 12:59 p.m. and like the session doesn't start till way later. So like I have so much free time to just go around and like
I mean that's fine.
around.
I guess.
And then obviously I'll trade the session. Obviously. There's no doubt about that. I always try to stay up for a session and like, get an idea of what it's like to trade a live account. So
Yeah, you're gonna want to do it. You're gonna want to mimic everything you want to do on a live account. Like I'm mimicking everything. So when it's my time, I'm passing the second phase this time and keeping my challenge. So
right.
mimicking everything I need to do.
Right. So that when you go live, it's like same exact thing as if you're just trading.
Same volatility, same everything. I don't want to do it when it's slow. Maybe you can learn how to work it, but I want to do everything.
Right. Right. There you go. I'm now downloading the trade manager. Yeah, I probably should be using this from the beginning. Makes no sense for me to just kind of guess and random calculate my lot size. That's just too unnecessary.
Yeah, that's what I was doing at first, and then it was horrible. And then I was talking to Brian. I got into this course, and everybody used EA, so you are
Right.
unique. And then I'm glad I did it.
Absolutely. And also, how much easier is it? Like, does it save a lot of time when you're entering the market? Like, I guess there's like, it's like a breeze where you don't have to like even think about how much you're risking. You just set the percentage you want, and then
And set your stop loss, and then bam, and they calculate it for you. They do your break even for you. I used to be on my phone. Oh, let me type in break even, and like, no, you can't. It's like too much. Like, this is everything.
right.
That should make your life so much easier because if you're having to sit there and one, you can't trade on these time frames that we're trading and sit there and have to calculate what lot size you have to do. Like
Mhm.
you would miss all your trades like that.
Right.
Like
Definitely.
it's
And
not
also,
possible.
yeah, and even when I was doing that, like I would have like even when I was doing that, and also like trying to go break even and seeing what the trade is doing, is keeping my focus away from the trade to see if I have to get out or see how it's doing. Like it's like without that, I really don't manage my trade because I'm on my phone trying to put in my stop loss, trying to put in my
Right.
break even. But now it's like this thing keeps the anxiety away, keeps all the craziness away. So it's
Right.
I need it. I'm happy they recommended it.
Definitely, for sure. And this tool you can only use on computer, correct?
Yes.
I see. Okay. I've pretty much know how to use the computer version, so I think I won't be confused too much.
I was never trading from my computer. I did it from my phone. So I'm a newcomer
Right.
too. I'm new as you, just as well. I'm a newcomer. So I did it. So when
Right.
I started trading from the computer, regular without an EA, it was like, okay, this is better. This is better. Then when I had an EA, I'm like, okay, yeah, this is like, I don't know why I was doing this crazy stuff, but
Yeah,
all who your mentor is though. So these guys are dope.
right.
So
Definitely, yeah.
I
yeah,
can't tell you the last time I traded from a phone.
yeah, it's horrible.
Like I
Computer really is that much like better. It's so much easier to set your stops or just enter in the market. Phone is just too much of a hassle. It's just nice to have to like look as you're in the trade.
Yeah, really focus on your trade and not the antics outside of it.
Right. Yes. Definitely.
so like there honestly, like you can't enter in on a 1 minute. Imagine. So I'm trying to find something that I could use as an example. All right, cool. Trying to find it. Sorry, guys.
Oh, that's okay.
What did I do with my cleaning? Oh, I know what I did. Okay, here we go. So imagine we're gonna go and look at this, right? Imagine the market comes into this spot.
Right.
So now we're gonna go down to 1 minute if it allows me to. Come on, come on. Oh, for real? Oh, that's so far away. I'm sorry. I picked the wrong spot. Let me go do this. Imagine, there we go. Price comes into this spot, right? And now we're really looking for a trade. So price comes into here. Now you get this kind of candle like this. I know it's news, but just play with me. So now you have to say, okay, let me calculate how big the stop loss is.
Right.
All right, let me go onto the website. Let me go put 121 pips. Okay, let me put in where price is currently. Well, it's at 118 right there. And
And
you
then
have minutes
you're
passing
basically
by.
saying by the time like I go to place the trade, it's already either gone or just
Mhm.
not in my favor.
Mhm.
Right. Yeah, and that's yeah. I see.
Or you put in the wrong lot size that's not for it.
Mhm.
Right. With the tool that just okay, I see.
So probably if let's say for instance you wanted to get in on this candle, by the time you probably get in, you might have got in over here or
When
over
you'd
here.
rather be down like way lower.
Right.
Yes, I see.
You end up losing money. Not only that, let's say for instance you only anticipated a shorter stop loss, right? Let's say you use the same lot, and really you have to go somewhere to like right here to lose. When it comes back, let's say for instance you actually had your stop down here. You're now doubling your loss because
Right.
according to your lot size, a 1% risk is this, but
Yeah.
what you end up risking ends up being 2%.
Way more than yeah. Right.
That's why you should not be putting in. There's a methodology. Some people who do this type of style, and it's real popular on the internet, and it's cool, but I think times have changed. So there's some
Right.
people who are lot size traders, like, well, I'm gonna use a standard. I'm gonna work my way up to 2 standards, and it's like, nah, man, like just it's the same thing. So that's why I don't know what lot size. That's why I do not know what lot size I trade ever. I don't even care
Right.
because
As long as it's
all
the
I
same
know,
percentage.
right? whether my trade ends up being like this, that's going to be 1%. That's going to be 1%, or even this will be 1%. The lot size is
Right.
going to adjust so that if it ever hits here, I only lose 1%.
Right.
That's all I care about. I don't care about anything else.
And what do you guys like to start off? Like right now I'm on 0.5% risk. Would like that's a reasonable amount, right? Like I shouldn't be risking any lower, or like I guess that's subjective to the person.
Say it one more time.
Like do you guys have a certain amount that you risk? Because right now I'm on 0.5% on like my demo account, but like do you guys like change up the risk depending on like the setup, or like
No, it's always
always the same, right?
But I'm gonna tell you
Consistent.
this keep 0.5 for now. That's fine.
Okay.
But when you're more confident and you're successful in the plan, it does not make sense for me to risk 0.5% on my personal account.
Right. You could
But
risk like 1%, for example, or
I
1.5
could risk
or
10%.
right.
Because but that's because I know my stats and I know where I tend to trend, and I have confidence in my ability because I've back tested. I know my system, and I actually know how disciplined I am to follow the system and not deviate from it. But
Right.
later on in your career, you will risk more. But this whole thing of risking 1% is more risky, yes. But if you know, for instance, that I haven't taken a loss in 3 weeks, then why would you risk 0.5%? When you're consistently showing yourself a consistent track record of success. Even if I did take a loss, that's one loss, I'll make it back with all the other wins because I know my statistics of how successful the effectiveness of my trading strategy is.
Right. And the consistency, like you mentioned.
Mhm.
For sure.
Mhm.
All right. Sweet. I'm gonna leave this call now. I'm gonna download this EA tool and just figure out my own, but no, this call is super informative, guys. Thank you.
Hey, no problem.
Thank you all.
I'm gonna send you the link to the one I recommend. They're coming out with a new update that I'm testing out right now. So I'm pretty excited. It's gonna
New update for which one?
the one that I use.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So you'll
For
have
sure.
both of them. That way. And if you want to just play with a demo of it, I can get you a demo of the one I use. And then I don't know if the other one does a demo too. But
Sure.
they do like a trial that you can do as well.
Right. Yes. Yeah. No. Any demo I'm fine with. Like I have a Pepperstone. I have a like the regular MetaTrader one, and I have an ACAP one. I have like a bunch of demos I just like fuck around with. I just whenever I see my setup come, I just take the trade. But I do want to figure out this EA so that because I guess it's good because I know I got a very long time before I go with the funded account. Like I'm planning to go like 5 months, 6 months later, and then I'll be ready. I'm pretty sure. No worries here. Sure, but yeah, have a good rest of your day, guys. If I have questions, I'll send them in the chat.
Sound like a plan, brother. Well, I'm
Yeah,
gonna go
for
ahead
sure.
and end this call, guys. Wish y'all the best in this week. If y'all are still trading, good luck. Be careful.
Definitely. See you guys.
All right. I will see y'all guys later.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
Bye. Bye-bye.